we have another round of 16 match here. The beginning of day 2 at the War3Champions Season 9 finals. Who's gonna join HawK in the round of 12 and who keeps his chances alive to make it into the playoffs? ToD has had miraculous W3Champions runs already when he made it into finals even against Happy. Of course, that was pretty rough. HawK also had wonderful games where he kicked down Happy to the lower bracket once in the War3Champions finals. So both very, very good performances thus far in these tournaments. And here we see them. ToD, of course, more streamer slash caster, but he's still one of the best in the entire world when it comes to Warcraft 3. And now in Human Mirror, of course, there's no balance involved really. Ping should be fine as we are playing on EU North for fair conditions. And whoopsie, my setup was a little screwed, but here we go. France versus Russia in the round of 16 of the War3Champions. It's up for ToD and HawK. HawK had a pretty good DreamHack, of course. He was there in a very, very tough group. Was in the end bested by Lawliot in the lower bracket final, who then advanced into the grand final of all things. Was also up against Moon and Insub. Not that easy of a group, but HawK showed that he is a very good player, and of course he will show it here as well. In the upper right hand side in the yellow, it's HawK. In the red for No Limit Gaming is ToD. And we got a $20 donation to the prize pool. We cracked the 1900, everybody. I'm gonna look up the name who was the generous donor, as we have no surprises when it comes to first heroes, no mass cheese. It's Archmage from ToD, especially in the last Meisterschaft series versus Drunken. He played crazy human mirrors here. Tier 1 double racks, mass footies, let's go. But I think since then the matchup has evolved quite a bit. It was Varian Vryn with the 20 bucks. Much love, mate. First the sub, now the prize pool contribution. Very, very happy for that. Gokkel with the 5 euros. Nice work, Neil. Go ToD! Couple of ToD fans here in the house. Love to see it. ToD told me suffering from insomnia a little at the moment. We said, oh, it's gonna be rough for me to wake up to the 3 p.m. match. Like, what the hell, dude? 3 p.m. But look at these items. Where are the rings? ToD, he dropped a little merchandise recently where rings were prominently featured, but both of the players are very much complaining about their items in important matches. And for HawK, kind of continues circlet and ring on this side, both with a normal creep route, I would say. Chop for the circlet, and here it is. ToD ring number 1. It's fairly even, and I think his mindset with circlet and claw first should be kind of fine. Or the circlet bot, of course. The more damage you have at the beginning, the more creep speed you have, the earlier you have the level 3. And with that, these water elementals, you can do quite a bit. And now, natural expansion. Will they go for the natural expansion? For HawK, we see the tech already. And the scout in the main. We see, no tech here. Interesting. What is ToD going to do? Is it an expansion? That would, of course, be a point of attack. And he has to play this a little more defensively than he probably originally wanted. So, can he get that town hall up? Can he survive? So far, HawK, not with the second hero, of course. His journey to tier 2 starting right now. First peasant under attack, town hall under attack. These water elementals, tons and tons of damage, and ToD has to cancel the first major move for the Russian. Water elementals kick ToD, of course, one of the best human players in the entire world when it comes to speed and eyes. Haven't seen that too much yet. Experience-wise, it is fairly even, but also HawK with another mantle. So item-wise, fairly similar. ToD twice a little unlucky with ring and slippers, and he's brute forcing this expo. This is something that we've seen in the past from him on this very map. Autumn Leaves, one of the expo maps. In Human Mirror, that is a little different. Don't really... It's not really settled. Well, per map, it's kind of settled. On Last Refuge, for example, kind of set in stone. On Autumn Leaves, there seemed to be a bit of variety. And HawK is still lurking around. ToD is shutting the door pretty much instantly. But yeah, without a Shadow Priest here, that is not that easy to acquire early. It's very hard. And HawK, can you do this again? Water Elementals seem to be gone, so it's not another cancel. ToD is getting his game plan through at the moment. Footman hurt, but the shop is already up. Extraordinary timing by HawK, who was last time eliminated in the play-ins by Lawliot on this very map. And more experience here. ToD donating, HawK donating quite a bit of experience away with these Water Elementals, and that gives ToD a level 3.5 lead. And Blood Mage second. No tempo play. No Naga, no Panda, and no Mountain King, which is usually the norm. And the shop is gone, which of course breaks the tech tree of breakers and would get rid of a region scroll. But everything was healed, or should have been healed already. Yeah, I can see the region scroll. Oh, that sweet, sweet value. And ToD now with the tech. Almost at the 7-minute mark. That was of course a big delay, but his expo is up. And with Footman, you can do quite a bit, especially against the Blood Mage, who's coming in with Siphon. Not Flame Strike or anything. So this should be an easier transition for ToD than he originally thought. But it's still a lot of Footmen. 8 Footmen. Very heavy on the tier 1 units. But he needs to do some damage with it. Archmage for HawK, very hurt. And the positioning of ToD with that Archmage is very good. He used the mana to summon the Water Elementals. That means this Blood Mage at the moment is useless. Sharking around for the heroes, putting on pressure onto the Blood Mage, or at least trying. Very good micro by both. Archmage is hunting the Archmage. Footman trying to hunt the Blood Mage. Ulrock, thank you very much for buying a Back to Warcraft profile picture. And I really hope for HawK that he resummoned or rebuilt the shop. No, he did not! The priests now have to work as personal caretakers. And HawK's mid-game a little scuffed because of that Blood Mage play. Fragile. Archmage is hunting. Oh, one more fireball. Maybe 2. Archmage is coming in. Has a town portal. Could swap it, but both heroes very much hurt. Another fireball. ToD greedy. ToD coming from one more right click. One more right click. One more right click. Taking a lot of damage. Oh my god. Gets the second hero in the end. And that is almost level 4. Almost a creep spot. And ToD 1,000 gold for him. Plus a lot of footmen on both sides. Town portaling home as he expected HawK to intercept him here in the middle. And he wants to heal up, wants to be ready for this push that is to come. 2 seconds for the keep. And still only 3.5 Archmage. But priest advantage for HawK. Switching targets to the second, or to the main base, where ToD is going into Arcane Sanctum. But oh boy. Naga second to withstand the pressure. And a great counter to the Blood Mage. Because the Naga really doesn't need any mana for the Frost Arrow. Keeps the altar up. No floodgates here. And how many peasants can he kill? He's going straight for the priests, but can't really reach as there's almost no ranged army. ToD with a level 4 now. Level 2 Brilliance Aura. Extraordinary. Big slaughter. And ToD holding his ground here, getting 2 to 3 units with a little bit better focus fire. Yes, now switching the targets. Gets another priest here. He's just quote-unquote just, throwing the footman away, feeds the double level up, and now I'm curious about HawK's second spell on the Blood Mage. Is it Flame Strike? Or is it Siphon? HawK is losing so many tier 2 units. His entire tech advantage, is it gone? One more right click would be another kill. I think he got 3 priests. And ToD saving units into the base, doesn't want to expose it. It is Flame Strike. Wow. Impressive performance by ToD. Holding his ground against the best human player in the region. Flame Strike against the workers. Very nice, very effective. Flame Strike again. That's the altar gone. And buying time for the expansion. But ToD knows exactly, with all his 19 years of experience, hey, you, my friend, you just want to buy time for something. And that something is the counter expansion. A little bit of a base race, even though it's main base race versus Expo main base. Main base race. Expo base race. You know what I mean. There's soon to be more Flame Strike. Call to arms used. And he's brute forcing this play here. Brute forcing the expansion. Killing more peasants. It's a bloody, bloody, bloody affair. And just as yesterday, the W3Champions games deliver right off the bat. Some people might have thought, well, it's human mirror. It's not that exciting with all the breakers everywhere. But man, bare knuckle box fight between the two. ToD for the first time with a big advantage when it comes to supply. Oh, Archmage in trouble for HawK. Has to go for the TP. Very well done. One more footy down. Can he get another? Would love to have a Fork Lightning. That would have been a triple kill, but good ejection by HawK. And I am more and more impressed by ToD's performance. Obviously, we all know that he's a good player. But this is almost extraordinary. Control magic coming in for HawK. 10 supply down. HawK is getting, or HawK will face breakers with his own breakers, but it's 2 bases against 1. Ring +4 feels bad. And now mercenary camp access for HawK, who gets a little bit of map control. Close to level 5 on both archmages. HawK could actually get it here. And the Flame Strike level 2. This is gonna be a little bit of an X factor. Heal scrolls against it. Nice counter. The range of Flame Strike is good, but not amazing. Like, it's not a Carrion Swarm or Shock Wave, but that's a burn in the middle of the map. Claws on the Naga, keeps the slippers as well. Here's the next push. HawK with the second attempt for this expansion, and the Flame Strike is a really smart adjustment. But ToD is getting ready for it. He played a little bit Blood Mage himself. I think it was in Meisterschaft against Sunny there as a first hero. Control magic used on ToD's side. That is a big experience buff if you kill them for HawK. And again, focus fire on the priests over and over and over. Mana superiority. Always for the Russian, thanks to the Siphon. And these priests are suffering on the right-hand side. But ToD's breaker numbers should be a little higher, but the front line is completely screwed. Level 5 Archmage right around the corner. Needs one more kill for that heal scroll. Already committed. And that's level 4 on the Blood Mage. Experience gain. Incredible for HawK. Control magic again, but yeah, he's just feeding his experience away. And HawK is getting closer and closer in supply. Also closer and closer in economy as his second base is now up. Naga in trouble. Shop was up. Potion of healing gets used. Wow. Dropping the circlet. Pro move by ToD. Healthstone very much helpful. Who had to consume it now as the Blood Mage was about to die. But ToD, the pendulum swings back, even though 2 of his breakers are very hurt. But again, the backline, the supporters, they're just not part of HawK's army anymore. That makes healing harder. And for ToD, the little priest squad will be busy in a bit. Mostly frontline units. The breakers create a wall. Oh, that was a massive flame strike once again. On level 2, that thing really starts to hurt. 7G, thank you for the sub. For the sub. Smart by HawK. Hanging in there for a long time, even though things didn't look too great. Naga for ToD now only level 3. 1.5 levels down. Almost 2 levels down. You can see experience graph. Very much in favor of the Russian, and that might be due to all the water elementals that were stolen. Very different approach to these fights. The one is stealing water elementals, the other is not. The one is focus firing on the priest very heavy, commits his front line a little, the other is not. Oh, flame strike. Hits nicely. Water elemental dispel again, so much experience. Breakers are ignoring the breaker wars. Feedback, focus fire on priest. It's again a triple kill on the cost of the front line. I think slowly but steady, HawK is taken over. The Naga now out of position, might be a surround. Breakers have to help out, block the way. Archmage has nothing in his inventory, Invo potion only. That must be ToD disengaging. But these guys, there's not a friendly match between them. Not at all. Brutal, bloody, deadly, vicious. That's the human mirror between the two. And now the economy is suffering. In base races, HawK should be superior. Oh, Naga! ToD has nothing to save him. Wanted to deny the Naga, but that's it. She's gone. With that, of course, big lack of damage and 800 gold for ToD as well. Where's the production? Empty currently. What are you going for? Probably a tavern revive. Oh, interception. Could just be a dieback. But there's very, very little crowd control in HawK's army. And maybe ToD can exploit that a bit. Water elementals were harassing, but not doing too much. HawK is dangerously close to level 6 and 5. Flame Strike 3, maybe even Mass Teleport or more mana. Sick reaction by ToD. Immediately pulling the peasants away from the fire, from the scorched earth, and repairing that tower, which is really, really important. Now production is ramping up again. But the Breaker War should go in favor of HawK. He has upgrades already, ToD doesn't. Wow, HawK was really in trouble throughout this game. End of tier 1, early tier 2. ToD played extraordinary well. Now the priest a little far forward. Maybe there is mana for Fort Lighting, but that's a level 6 and 5. What's it gonna be? Aura third, Blood Mage in trouble. Town portal, but not enough. Very, very, very last second. And the Blood Mage level 5 is that gigantic XP boost for ToD. And now making the way to the tavern. Very hard. Also, no lumber for HawK. He had 1,000 gold at one point. A kingdom for a heal scroll now. Time to try TV. Thank you for the sub. And now control magic is on HawK's side. Who went for Mass Tele. Not the Aura. That might be different for HawK. Nobody with a tier 3. Oh, ToD doesn't have a shop anymore. He can't use his gold currently. Oh, wow. That might be the knockout punch. Control magic. The water elemental ping pong not stopping. You want it level 6 so bad. So is it Aura or is it Mass Tally as well? Priests are having a rough day. Supply lead is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Chances for Phoenix not looking good, but chances for a hero kill. Tar, heal potion swapped over, and there was such a commitment. All the breakers out of position. 2 down already. The other breakers able to go to the priest, and I think ToD, this is where he falls apart. It's just mass murder. CORSAIR on the Blood Mage wants the hero kill like a raging bull, but that's it. Well played, and yes, that was well played. What an opener. Last time in the W3Champions finals, the second day was a little bit of a dud, and the games of day 1 were just a lot better. This is really wild. Blood Mage second in Human Mirror, also something you don't see every day. Impressive. Very, very impressive. Thank you, Unhit, for buying both profile pictures. That gives you a double thumbs up. Spectacular Human Mirror. Cool dynamic in this game. First, the advantage for HawK due to the cancelled expansion, then a commitment to the Blood Mage, which didn't give him the opportunity that a Mountain King or a Panda gives you. But the longevity, he was planning for the late game already, knowing at some point he can catch up economically. Was the one mistake by ToD to steal the water elementals? Kind of feels like it. That gave HawK a jump in XP that ToD never could catch up anymore. Otherwise, the former world champion from France holding his ground. Tremendous fights. What a game. Amazing. GG. Pudgy, thank you for the 46-month resub. Close to the 4 years. Let's go, W3Champions Season 9. Didn't blink throughout the entire game. Nice, man. Nice. So our next map is Shallow Grave. Something we haven't seen too much, in Human Mirror especially. So let's go. And witness map 2, it's ToD catching up the lead of this guy. This guy. HawK ready for the round of 12 would be another Human Mirror if he wins the next map. What are the 2 next maps? ToD is facing elimination. What the? Feels like our bottom right hand side is a little bugged. don't know why that is. Aha. Still bugged though? There we go. Aha! Now we got that fixed. Shallow Grave. Very different map. The new Terraner stand, as we call it. This is early access to the mercenary camp, which was definitely lacking on Autumn Leaves before. And is this an expansion map? I would think so. With the early access to mercenary camps, that's oftentimes a sign that you can go for an expansion early, similar to Last Refuge. You can see a little difference here already. HawK faster. Wand of Mana Stealing versus Invul Potion. Both pretty good. And these creep routes seem to be set in stone for both of the players. Wand of Illusion, great for scouting. Great for... Oh no, ToD getting ensnared. That's a bummer. That's an unnecessary loss. This Murloc was bribed.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, Militia creep by HawK. Feels like the Russian plays this map a little bit better and a little bit more efficient. Watermental Gown wakes up the creeps. ToD has to abandon this expansion. Oh, and ensnare again. That can tilt a bit. Trying to counter the aggro. One peasant down, the other one gets away. But HawK already with the Berserker. That's a lot of pressure. And the tech by HawK again. Lightning Shield can be used against HawK now if he wants to. Gloves of Haste on the ground. HawK at this position. Oh, didn't get the last hit here. ToD's units are suffering though. Footman down. New Militia called. Water Elemental not denied. Experience-wise, even game. ToD gotta be careful with that Berserker though. Here, with Mercenaries, Defend is very effective. So careful. Shadow Priest falls. And that means no Dispel nor healing for ToD anymore. This early game is pretty bad. No Expo up. Has to catch up in tech. Abandons the plan to go expansion. And that is half a tech lead. Plus the Shadow Priest lead. He got 2 now. This feels like HawK is playing a whole different game if he has access to Shadow Priest early on. Has always been the case for like 8 to 9 years now. Since I saw him play so many... Oh no, ensnare again! Oh no, double ensnare! Oh no! That's just brutal. Things derailing quickly here. Berserker eventually got away. But 2 Shadow Priests gone, 2 Dispels gone, 2 healers gone. It's unfortunately a little bit of a disaster. But this early, like, the creep by HawK was faster at the mercenary camp. With that, he could position himself more aggressively on the map. Once again, like, was creeping at the same time. Faster level 3. And with that, also with a little bit of luck with the Murlocs. And snaring ToD's Footman. Very dominant. You give HawK a little bit of an opening and he knows exactly what to do with it. And this is a feast for HawK. Berserker in trouble. Militia all wearing a crimson mask. Oh no, mass murder. ToD has this XP lead actually. However that worked. Nice deny. Probably with denies. But supply-wise, it's looking good. Tech-wise, it's looking good. Mountain King this time, double Sanctum. Couple of kills here for ToD as well, so it's not like he didn't get anything. But that is a lot of dead units in front of ToD's base.
Forces are under attack.
And the watermelon can be summoned. There's no tower. Torture! These ensnares. ToD, not too much into bondage, at least not in-game. That hurt him big time. First the ensnare on the footman, then the ensnare on the mercenary on the militia, then the ensnares both on the mercenary camp units. Ay, 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 ay. Luigi, thank you for the bids. Muru Dota, thank you for the 3-month resub. Nihilic, thank you for buying a profile picture. Dan Huff with the $10. Rock on! And Nihilic buying both of the profile pictures. So 1945, everybody. Getting close to the big 2K. Give me that 2 in front. Can't stand that 1 anymore. Mountain King by ToD. He's still fighting. Still trying to find a way back into this game. With a higher level Archmage, maybe. Wow, that in-game thing is still way too fast.
A player's forces are under attack.
How do you recover from this? Go through all your 19 years of competitive Warcraft and find the one possibility where you can win this match. ToD needs to mimic Doctor Strange now. Space Cowboy, thank you for the sub. See ya. Again, ToD super aggressive towards the priest. That might work. Hero focus also a possibility with surrounds. At least get a little bit of map control back. HawK super tanky on the MK. Passes the TP, no bash. ToD, no way! MK dies, well played. So much bad luck in 10 minutes. Oh wow. Fortuna was not with ToD on Shallow Grave. He did not deserve this, everybody. After being toe-to-toe with HawK on Autumn Leaves, one of the best human mirrors I've seen since the ToD versus Drunken human mirror, where it was really close and came down to a little bit of decision making here. Ensnares flying across all of Shallow Grave. And then it's very, very, very hard to get back into a game against a player who is one of the top 5 worldwide when it comes to this matchup. Thank you, Heman Dunter, for the sub. But ToD, I say this every single time, he's never shying away from competition when it comes to W3Champions finals. He's always there to help us out. And he's participating as one of the old school legends of this game. Looking forward to his games in Meisterschaft. Always looking forward to his games in general. So shout out to ToD for participating. I know you always have my back. I would have loved to see map 3, but somehow the Murlocs hate you. And the Troll Trappers hate you as well. Oh, very unfortunate end. But, man, we should keep game 1 in our memories. How close that was. And yeah, ToD, thank you, mate. Thank you for participating. And HawK was kind of to be expected, I think, that he is the player to make it into the round of 12. And that is now the decider. ToD versus HawK, Korea versus Russia in a human mirror. I'm gonna show you the bracket real quick after updating it real quick so you guys know what's up. HawK once again up against a Korean in the round of 12. Last time it was Lawliot, who after a 30-minute war was able to eliminate him. Now it's his own race. ToD versus HawK in the round of 12 in the decision. Who's gonna join Chemico as the second human? Both went to DreamHack. Both had good results there, or good performances there. Weren't able to make it to, or HawK wasn't able to make it to the playoffs. ToD was, and ToD's human mirror got better over time. Sometimes he plays a little trolly, so I wonder where we're gonna get. Your support is once again absolutely amazing. Thank you, Luigi, not only for subbing and helping out this channel, but also contributing to the prize pool. 1955 is the current prize pool, boosted up to 2K. The War3Champions team, they deserve it so much because they brought us everything we ever wanted with hard work, dedication, and sacrificing a lot of their free times. Thanks to the War3Champions team, we got profiles, we got rankings, we got the melee ladder, and even a custom game ladder. There are several different leagues for every single skill grade, I guess, for the Grandmaster players that we display here in the season finals, up to the ultimate noobs who just start the game in Grass League. For the Grass League players, feel free to join the gym Discord. Very much appreciated the help of the coaches there. And there's a desktop launcher. That's all you have to install to be able to play on War3Champions. You can set up your hotkeys with a nice UI, which is better than the vanilla game with a stupid text file. The UI looks like good old Battle.net and not like the abomination that is the reforged UI. You can track tons and tons and tons of stats on the homepage. You can get different profile pictures. Of course, you can zoom in, you can zoom out for bigger fights. That is, of course, very, very helpful. As we said, different game modes: 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 4-on-4, very beloved 4-on-4, FFA, Footman Frenzy, Legion TD. There's tons of maps that you can host for a lot of people. More than 5,000 games per day. Thousands and thousands of Warcraft fans gather on this channel on 27 different servers all around the world, from the northwest of the Americas to the very south of the Americas, to everywhere in Europe, from south to north to east, across the entire Russia, China landscape. Even for Oceania, we got servers. And if the connection shouldn't be too great for once, we even have a reconnect feature enabled. Plus, as you can see, the end of season tournaments. The feature list goes on and on and on and on and on, but I don't want to bore you too much. You guys deserve these games as you continue to contribute. Henky, thank you for the $2. We are on the way to crack the 2K and maybe even crack the 2,250, where Governor will add another 250. So if we round up a little bit, for every $1 that you donate to the prize pool, Governor is putting in another $1. So we take a little break, we do the map picks and bans for ToD versus HawK, and then we determine the second last player for next week's playoffs. Stay tuned.